Greetings, brave adventurers! My name is FoxyBard.
And my name is Jacob Crowe.
And I have Crowe with me today to join me for Community Day. I require his help because, well, this is a story about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure in campaign form. And if you're wondering what that looks like, don't worry, so was I. It starts out fairly normal, or at least as normal as JoJo's Bizarre Adventure can ever get, and then it becomes, well, tell him.
Well, it descends quickly into a tale of debauchery and scandal, ending in a rather blossoming of a character's experience with relationships.
Yeah. It is by the user more/ality on the FoxyBard Discord server, which you can join if you go to discord.gg/FoxyBard. And, well, if you have any stories, you can share them with me there. Hopefully they're more or less not quite as graphic as this one becomes. But
also edit them. Foxy needs you to edit your stories. She's not your editor.
Yes, I am. It's fine. It's okay. I love you guys.
No, it isn't.
But without further ado, let's just get right into it. Tale start. Well, I think this will be a two-parter because I think I'll recall more later. And don't worry, that will be in this same video. I might say some stuff that seems unrelated, so if you record this, cut out the rambling parts or something. I'm not going
No, we won't.
We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. Also, this is the first part of the story because I am writing this at the middle of work. Oh, you slacker.
This is a story about the first tabletop role-playing game experience I had in an organized form after 5th grade. I was like in 11th grade at the time, and pretty much like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but wasn't part of the really enthusiastic part of the fandom.
Oh, that part.
Oh yeah. I had a group of friends that I met when I was at middle school, and they are still my social circle for playing TTRPGs today.
That's always nice when you have a group that you can keep playing with for a long time.
Yeah, definitely.
I like that. Good for them. They played a lot of 5e, and someone at the time tried to test the group with Pathfinder 2e. Pathfinder! But that campaign was a totally different case. Pathfinder.
Pathfinder sucks.
Crowe!
We had someone there who was a JoJo Bizarre Adventure fan, but still chill, and wanted to make a campaign based on it, and went to co-DM it with another friend of the group. They made a unique TTRPG system for it, with 5e stat array, and we use point buy and other stat improvements, and the rate of fighters. We always use milestones.
I think that means they got a stat increase every 4 levels and then every 2 levels?
Something like that, yeah.
Probably. It doesn't sound bad. Sounds crazy, like JoJo. I remember that, essentially, stand damage or attack rolls was based on charisma. The number of stand abilities, if I recall correctly, was based on intelligence, and there was something with wisdom. Usually a lot of things like perception and will saves. I guess they're called wisdom saves for you 5e players. You shared hit points, and due to setting shenanigans, Speedwagon Foundation banning guns worldwide, we didn't have firearms in the setting. Oh, I'm sorry, you can't play a gunslinger. It's just not right for this campaign.
I'm sorry, but I stand for gunslingers in every campaign. You have a campaign, you have a gunslinger. America.
Speedwagon Foundation, my guy, I don't know that you can do that.
Stands with guns.
Our stands had to be made up by yourself with DM permission, and those without a damaging stand got Harmon powers from a set list the DMs made. Okay, now I have to pretend that any of that made sense to me because I have never seen JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. That's why Crowe is here.
My god, Kunik would get so mad at you.
That's okay. He knows. He knows.
Oh, we grilled Bearbard for that too. Essentially, the plot was initially Stand of the Week, but spiraled out of control. Our base of operations was some Speedwagon Foundation base in Texas, if I recall correctly. Oh, also we are not native English speakers, so the campaign wasn't in it, except for terminology and stands.
I still don't know what a stand is, besides just holding music on it or something like that.
It's the opposite of sitting. That's a stand.
Oh, that makes sense. I got you. Our party was me, Cecilia, surname, I forgot. She, her. The stand was named Tool.
I know the pieces fit.
Not that kind of tool, Crowe. Essentially, my character was a submarine captain from the Foundation, whose crew died. Essentially, tried to be the ranged attacker, AC tank as human, and healer of the group. For some reason, I had a lot of strength and used a sword. I didn't know how stats worked. So you're a healer with high AC and a big sword. So you're a paladin, got it. I was pretty shy when role-playing her due to me being new and all, but I gave her a really crappy German accent. Also was the voice of reason sometimes. Uh-oh, we found the adult supervision, Crowe.
I love that, though. Shitty German accent. Appreciate that. Always give an accent a try, especially if it's bad.
Oi, in it now, bruv!
In it! Forgot the name of the character, but let's call him Duke for some reason. A hermit from the woods that has a doggy for a stand. I remember the doggo being cute, called Animals. He was like a half-tank, half-melee stand damage dealer because his stand enlarged itself and would eventually be turned into a wyvern and could fly.
Isn't it pronounced wyvern?
I say it however I want. His player role-played really good and is a generally nice guy. Barely watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, so lore wasn't that intriguing to him, as much from what I saw.
Well, I've never seen it, and the lore is already very intriguing, especially with the discourse on the pronunciation of wyvern. Forgot the name again, but let's call the character Natsu, because I imagined him kinda similar to the character of the same name from the anime Fairy Tail, and he's he, him. Oh no, more anime. Help. Crowe, help.
Anime was a mistake.
Correct.
And a plague on the world.
Accurate. Anyway, the character was of a street acrobat juggler from Japan that joined the mission specifically for money or something. That was a Harmon user with a stand that was mechanically, literally, the Heist spell, and was named after some song called Car Crash or something that was related or made by some YouTuber I didn't know or care for at the time. They're onto us, Crowe.
Oh shit.
Player was the boyfriend of Duke's player and a reformed, certified douchebag. He really went full chaotic neutral with the character and emphasized every third word in that shonen anime ambitious tone and tried to perform a lot. Believe it!
Guys, we have to believe in each other and have friendship. Guide the way.
And we have to find the Dragon Balls!
Our first encounter was essentially this. The Speedwagon Foundation called us to New York due to an attack on Times Square. There was a lot of red-colored grass all over that harmed the civilians around and restrained them. We found some random man who used his stand to poison everything around it and rambled about aliens. We battled him and the fight was very interesting, gameplay-wise, because the entire map was difficult terrain. And the way his stand works, it damaged us once in a while. But due to the combination of ranged attacks and haste, we defeated him, eventually. The stand was called Red Grass from Mars, or something. Song from the soundtrack of War of the Worlds radio broadcast. He rambled about something that looked like a dragon he was sure was an alien. Gave him powers to warn the people of the world of the alien menace. This hinted at the originally intended BBEG, who used a stand called Imagine Dragons. Oh, the misery.
I'm waking up. 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 Okay, I'll stop. In short, really weird campaign that every session of it felt like a one-shot. The second part will be with a lot more details, and that will start right now. Tale continue.
Okay, second part of the JoJo Bizarre Adventure story here. And like the third session, We needed to steal a necklace from a rich woman to get info about the attacks previously happening.
Ooh, ominous.
Spicy.
To remind the viewers/readers, my character, Cecilia, a German ex-marine, the most basic stand in the party, but has a sword. Duke, a feral man with a rideable doggo stand, pupper. And Natsu, a nutjob performer, who is a weeb, let's be real, that has essentially super attacks and haste. Weebs.
Nothing personal, kid.
Weebs.
Teleports behind you.
Not
Weebs.
Not even once.
So, our heist plan was essentially this. We would pretend to be important rich people to infiltrate a party at the target place, while in disguise and stealth toward the vault room.
Solid plan at least.
Oh, definitely. Get that Ocean's 11 music going.
I don't remember the Ocean's 11 music. The plan went smooth. We socialized well while entering, and the moment we were out of anyone's eyes, we moved into the building, told the guard we needed to go to the toilet, and went inside. We all reached the vault room without being noticed, while deceiving those inside. We disabled the protection system. But then, then...
The lock happened. We tried to open it, and all failed. Of course, out of frustration, my character shot the lock with her turret stand. It worked, and I took the necklace with me. But guards were called to investigate the gunshot in the upper floor.
I mean, to be fair, it is a gunshot. You're of course gonna investigate that.
It's not like an arrow going off when you hear a gunshot. It's a massive difference between arrow and a gunshot.
Also, aren't guns banned in this world?
Oh, inconsistency.
Well, no, I mean, like, that's why it would draw even more attention.
Oh.
Somehow, we killed them quickly, and no one noticed that Cecilia and Duke came out. Ooh, of the closet? Congrats. Natsu was a different case. After the mansion guards died, me and Duke's player went after roleplay interactions with the partygoers. Oh, I love parties. They're fun. I actually hate parties. They're always not as fun as you think they're gonna be.
Natsu, after being assumed as the sole burglar, was noticed, and the police was sent after him. While Celica and Duke...
Wait, her name is Celica? Oh no!
Foxy?
I've been saying Cecilia! Oh, Fox.
Oh my god.
Oops.
Well, Celica, because her name is Celica, and not Cecilia, and Duke roleplayed it out of the way. He literally stole a police car and used his stand to haste it, and went to the high road, and then, just like his stand's name, he literally crashed into the police cars.
It's over, police. I have the high ground. I absolutely forgot how I tried to make my character get out of this situation, but we sure all remembered how Duke got out. He tried to find some attractive girl to flirt with. No, someone attractive. Not necessarily a girl. Good job, Duke. So he rolled perception, of course. Really? But also asked the GMs to roll for bisexuality. Crowe, what do I roll for bisexuality?
You see, bisexuality rolls are very complicated. They go from a number from 0 being, 1. They go from a number of 1 being as straight as possible and a 20 being as gay as possible, and in between them, a 10. Maximum roll for bisexuality.
Okay, here, I'll roll. Oh, that's a nat 20. I guess I'm as gay as possible. I don't know what sides were what. But he found a young woman who seemed like the type that was born to money and wanted to party harder. The GM and Duke roleplayed the flirting pretty respectfully and generally pretty humorously, and eventually the woman and Duke went away from the crowd to continue their discussion in private. Ooh, things are getting spicy.
And then the NPC rich girl, just mentioning the GM that played her is Ace, suggested making love. Duke consented, and they moved even further from the crowd to some dark corner where they could do it privately. The GM asked Duke to roll performance. Oh, he did the same for the NPC. And of course, it was a natural one. For both of them.
Oh no. Oh, poor babies.
Oh, indeed.
Oh. Duke's player went and said, "As someone who grew in the woods, Duke's only experience with adult fun times was, of course, with the wood animals. So
The what?
Hang on. So when he tried
Fucking
to
what?
have adult fun times with her, I can't read most of this. Let's see. Blah 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 blah.
Oh, they didn't like dogs.
No, Crowe.
They like wolves, even.
And no. Anyway, we're just gonna move past that. And the GM continued the flavor in full support. That's worse. Thanks. I hate it.
In both cases, the table laughed their tail feathers off and had a generally good time. But now, after I had more experience, I think we should have asked each other if it's okay with the rest of the table to describe the scene. This is absolutely the example of good results can come from bad habits. And honestly, the only story I think is worth sharing about my experiences with tabletop RPGs. Hope it was a good story.
Okay, so one thing I can definitely say for sure is that after that story, I still have no idea what any of those things from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure are.
Honestly, Foxy, we need to take you on an anime crash course. We gotta take you all the way from episode 1 to episode, what was it, like 500? 600? Where are we at this point?
I don't know. I've seen Dragon Ball, though.
Yeah, I don't like Dragon Ball. Is that okay to say on here?
Oh, yeah, you'll probably just get some hate in the comments, but hey, that's engagement.
Wait, don't keep that.
Nope, too late? Oh, and that will do it for today. Thank you again, Crowe, for stopping by.
It was wonderful. Wonderful being on here. It was nice. It was nice partaking in the fox's den and all the beautiful cringe you have collected here.
Well, no, hang on. That's Drake's thing, not mine.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
What do you have here?
yeah.
Stories, tales, fox tales?
Lots of tales. So many
Lots
tales.
of fox tales. I'll take a couple and I'll bring them back to the roost.
Okay, perfect. I will leave a link to the roost in the video description, and you can check out Crowe's Perch there. I really recommend it. He makes fantastic content, and as you can tell,
please do go on.
and as you can tell from this voice, has a sultry voice all over the place.
I'm blushing.
You better be. Anyway, don't forget to like the
Fine.
video if you liked the video, subscribe to the channel if you have not yet done so, ring the bell notification icon and select all notifications if you would like to be notified when I upload a new video, and leave me your comments down in the comments section below. And you can find me on Twitter at @FoxyBard, and of course, you can always join the FoxyBard Discord server at discord.gg/FoxyBard. This is where the story came from. You can leave your stories there as well, and maybe you'll be featured on a future community day. And as always, a huge, massive, gigantic, love-filled shout out to all of my supporters over on patreon.com/FoxyBard. I love and appreciate every single one of you. You help me keep doing this. If you would also like to be loved and appreciated by Foxy, you can head on over to patreon.com/FoxyBard and sign up for as little as $3 a month. That will do it. Hey, Crowe, say goodbye to the Foxy peoples.
Goodbye, kits and foxes. And I really appreciate you having me on here, Foxy. It was great being on here. It was great taking the story. And I had a fun time. Despite some strange parts of the story.
Yeah, well.
Aside from those, it was great.
We're horror storytellers. It's in our job description.
Pretty much.
But thanks for coming, and I'll have you back anytime you want.
Of course.
So for now,
Happy to be back.
Douse the fire and get back to our own adventures.
Essentially, the plot was initially Stand of the Week, but spiraled out of control. Our base of operations was some Speedwagon Foundation base in Texas, if I recall correctly. Oh, and also... Oh, also, we are not native English speakers. So the campaign wasn't in. So the campaign wasn't in it. So the campaign wasn't in it. In it, bruv. So the campaign wasn't in it.
God damn
Except for
it.
terminology and slang.
Nope, I'm making you do that again.